Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and welcome to another exciting episode of EmGo Build Stuff, the series where I teach you how to be made of sterner stuff. It's important. But moving on with the Fanhome Transformers Bayverse Optimus Prime, we will be covering stage 4 in this episode. So here we have our parts. So let's get down to it. So normally I would show you the digital magazine, but I could not access it for whatever reason. It wasn't there. It has the instructions for stage 3, but not 4 and 5, which is what you get in this pack. So I contacted customer service, and of course they apologized for my inconvenience, and they said they would fix that. But in the meantime, they sent me links to this site, which is myoptimusprime.com, and this has the instructions for stage 4, so this is what we're going to be going by. So this doesn't show you the magazine, this just goes straight into the instructions on how to continue the build. So this is what we're going to be working on. We're going to be continuing the right foot, so alrighty. So here we have our parts, so let's get down to it. Because ain't nothing to it but to do it, right? Of course. Let's get this open. This is also our last stage of parts that are going to be nice and blister packed like this. Everything else is going to come into little baggies, but here we go. We got a bag of various screws, bits and pieces, odds and ends, bits and bobs. So now let's get this up. Alrighty, so here we have everything. Lovely. Alright, so first we need these two parts right here, and this is just going to go where? Looks like it's going to go right here, like that. And this is going to be secured with a singular BM screw. So let's get that out. One BM screw. And of course, since this is going into metal, I have my little Sharkticon of oil here. Thank you. Always need a little bit of Sharkticon oil. So just give it a little dippity dip on the tippity tip. And as always, get the party started. And now, whiskey. And we screw for the right of all sentient beings. Screwing is the right of all sentient beings. But there we go. We got that in there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. You just sit over there. So now we're bringing in the right toe, which this feels like metal. And this is going to sit right in here, like that. And this will be secured with a CM screw. So get the CM screw. We also need one of these rings, washers, whatever you want to call them. I call them rings. Deal with it. Because they look like rings. So I don't care. I'm going to call them rings. If you don't like it, oh well. So anyway, we'll give it a little dippity dip since this is going into metal. A little dippity dip on the tippity tip. Put the ring on it. And get this in place here. Okay. Get that in snuggened. Okay. Get that good and snuggening. Yeah. There we go. Now we have a toe that can move. There we go. So we got that on. Lovely. Now what? And now you want to take one of these little covers here. First, let me make sure this is nice and snuggened, because I want to make sure this don't come undone. There we go. So this is keyed, as you can see. So let me just take this. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Just to make sure this doesn't come undone, I'm actually going to put some Loctite on this. I think on this particular joint, I'm going to do some Loctite. Yeah, I'm going to do some some thread lock on this screw, I think, because this is short. As you can see, like this is a short screw. So I feel like that could come. I feel like that could come undone really easily as you're moving the toe around. If you move the toe around, I guess. You don't really have to move the toes around, but you know, it seems like it's supposed to be a part of articulation. So I'm just gonna put a drop of thread lock on there. Just for my own whimsy. There we go. Now I'll put this back in. Okay. That makes me feel better about this. Okay. There we go. Oh, I get that nice and tight. There we go. Now I feel better about that now. Okay, so now that we've done that, now we can put this cap on and make sure it just fits a little keyhole pattern there. Just make sure it's properly lined up, which I think I do. There we go. Just push that in. There we go. And you got that looking like that. Lovely. Alrighty, now what? Alright, so we're going to put this off to the side, and now we're going to bring in these two sections, and these are both metal. So now we're basically going to be doing the same thing. So this toe will just sit over that. Be secured with a CM screw. And a ring. Alright, just need one, thank you. So again, I'm going to put some thread lock on this, because it'll just make me feel better. It'll drop a thread lock. There we go. Then get the ring on it. And get this in. There we go. Okay. Get that nice and tight. Okay. So I think we got that in place. I think. Okay. So they're nice and snug. Just double checking there. And then we put another one of these little caps over it. And push that in. There we go. That's looking lovely. So now we can put this off to the side for now, and now we're bringing in the foot that we've been working on, and now we need to add to this. So we need these little bits right here. What are they calling this? A bridge washer, which is one of these deals. So looks like we're taking this, and this is going to go right here. Like that. Doing that, and put one on the other side. And they want, you can see one side's flat, one side has this little detail on it. You want this facing up. So get that on both sides. I do recommend putting a drop of glue, but they are holding in. So I'll leave it as is. So now we can bring in the toes, and this is going to sit where? Looks like it's going to just kind of sandwich right here, I believe. So just a matter of lining all this up. So you got posts and ports here. So just get all this lined up and pressed together. So you got it looking like that. And now we need to run a BM screw right through here, right through the toe. So let me retrieve said BM screw. Just one, thank you. We'll give that a little dippity dip. Whoop. And get that in there. Get that snugged up. And there we go. Got that nice and tight. So now we're bringing in this bit here. And where is this going? It's going, okay, see, this is keyed right here. So that's going to sit right in there like that. And then this will take an LP screw, a long screw here. And this will need another ring. There we go. Let's get this loaded up. Get the ring on it. Ah, you know what? Work with me, Skidoo. All right. And that's going to get run right through here. So make sure we get this nice and snug. Okay. There we go. We got that going on. Look at that. It's looking like a thing. I love it when it starts to look like a thing. Make sure it's nice and snug there. Alrighty. Okay. Cool. So we got that going on. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so now what are we doing? Now we just have a little screw hole cover here, and that's just going to go over the screw hole. And you want to make sure that the flat end is what's facing up. There is a side that has like a little bit of like a ring. You don't want that side out. You want the flat side facing out. There you go. This covers up that screw hole. Beautiful. So now we're bringing in this piece here, which is the right stabilizer. And it looks like this is just pressing on right here. Doesn't say to glue it or anything. And that's plenty tight. I don't need no glue. Let's get that secured in place. There we go. And we got that in. Lovely. Okay. So now what are we doing? Okay, so now we're bringing in the upper bridge guard plates. And this is just going to pop onto this ball joint here. Let's get that on there. There we go. It just sits on there like that. Beautiful. Okay. So now we're bringing in this section here. And looks like this is sitting right over all this. That just slides right down like so. And this will be secured with an eyepiece screw. I don't have to pee, but you can pee all you want, screw. This is just going to go right up top like that. Get that nice and snuggened. Lovely. Okay. So now we have this little bit of detailing right here, this little grill. And that's going to sit right here in this notch. Just drop that down. It's going to sit right there. So it's looking like that. And we bring in this plate here, and that will sit atop. And this just plugs in with some posts and ports. Don't think that needs any glue. It does not. That's plenty snug. There we go. And that is all there is to do in this stage. Alrighty, so here is what we did in this stage. Prime's got some toes now. But yeah, we added some more metal to this also. So yeah, this foot by itself, it's got some heft to it. But yeah, we added some toesies, some nice details there to the foot. Coming along nicely. So that is it for Stage 4, so there you go. Now, as always, if you would like to sign up for your own Optimus Prime kit, there'll be a link in the description down below for you to check out. And if you missed any stage of this build, there is a playlist in the description down below as well for you to check out at your leisure. You can watch this heroic leader take shape before your very eyes. So there you go. As always, I hope you enjoyed this exciting episode of EmGo Build Stuff. And remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.